Look, I think we are lucky in this world of data that we have, right? That you can tell if something's being adopted, something's being utilized, and something's being used. So number one, that's your first point of call, right? Um, I think there's all sorts of technological ways, surveys, etc., and things like that. But again, nothing. You just brought it up before. Nothing beats community, right? And so you can have the community of customers. I think it's kind of strange. I think historically people looked at it as a kind of them and us. We're the business, they're the customer. It's two things. I kind of certainly this world of subscription that I've learned over the last 3 years in software subscription businesses and things like that. The true value is above and beyond the sale. It's the ongoing kind of customer community that you have and speaking to them, face-to-face events, all sorts of different things. But I think it's speaking to them and making sure your organization is speaking to them as well. Consistently getting people together as groups. Could be the engineers with the customers. It could be sales and all sorts of different things like that. But actually just bring the customer into your business. We're all customers. If somebody asked me what I thought, if Tim Cook was ever going to ask me what I thought about Apple, which I don't think that's going to happen, but if he would, I've got a couple of things he could improve on. I've got a couple of things that he could look at. So I think, use all the tools, do all that. But again, make sure your organization is talking to the customer and your customer. And you do that proactively through different communications. And yeah, let's not lose sight of the fact of getting together physically, round tables, those kind of things. But, that's the main thing. Again, it kind of does come full circle to the start where I said to you, what I do in the first week, which is kind of listen and learn. It's kind of what you got to do with your customers. Just keep listening and learning, make sure your product meets what they want rather than going crazy. That's really it, Nick. That's kind of it. I think it's less about a technique. I think it's more about an attitude. And as a leader, if you purvey that attitude from the start, I think naturally that is picked up as the main driver, and so you start to see that attitude come out in the company's actions and things like that. And if not, that's what you've got to work towards. So I'm happy to say it's very living and breathing in the company I'm at. But yeah, comes back to as we started, listening, and you said it, and somebody else said it. That's me, if you're talking, you're not learning, right? So as hard as it is, and I know it is hard, but listening and learning to your customers, listening and learning on all matters is the main thing. Yeah, they do often say, don't they, the wisest person in the room is the quietest. So yeah, that's the way forward, Nick.